I have only met her today, even though we have exchanged some messages on Facebook. Only thing I knew about her is that she said she was a bit nervous. She had been drinking the whole time. So before the show starts, she was on her third wine. So I'm not sure what's happening right now. So put hands together for Monica.
Hello.
Hello.
I only had 2 wines, okay? It's not that bad. Thanks for having me, guys. My name is Monica, and I'm lonely. And that's why I'm here. Because, you know, I was thinking, like, I'm sitting back there and I'm thinking, what the hell, man? Like, everyone has husbands and wives and, like, children, and, you know, and I have no one. And if you're wondering, like, how come a grown-up woman, I'm 33, by the way, thanks, I know I look 20. So if you're wondering how come, like, a grown-up woman doesn't have any friends, it's because I spent 6 years living in Malta and I just came back to the Czech Republic. And yeah, I see your curious faces, I get this every day. You're wondering, why the hell did she come back? I'm not gonna tell you. And if you ever ask me, we're not gonna be friends. And I'll tell you why. Because it's just so annoying. Like, it's not even interesting enough to explain to you why I came back, and people always assume it's gonna be like a really fun or like dark story to tell, and it's just not, you know. And like, once I came to the doctor's office, because you know, that's what you do when you come back to your own country, you need to register it at all these places. And so I went there and I'm like, hey guys, you know, I need the doctor's checkup and whatever. And they're like, okay, how come you don't have a doctor? I'm like, I just came back from living abroad. Okay, where did you live? Malta. Why did you come back? Okay, this was the first time, so I got confused because I wasn't prepared. I'm like, you know, because it's too chill, and I have some aspirations, and I have goals to make, and I'm ambitious, and you know. And the nurse goes, oh really? Are you crazy? If I could live on an island and just lay on the beach and get cocktails every day, like, I would never come back. And I'm like, yeah, well, thanks. And then she goes, you're not gonna be happy here, you're gonna be suffering. Czech mentality is horrible, and the whole country is fucked, and the politics and all that. You're gonna go back. And I'm like, I just needed a prescription for some pills, you know, like, okay, well, anyway. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's gonna be happening to me from now on? And then I went and found a job, and my colleagues were like the same. It took me a month to pursue them that I'm like kind of normal, you know. They weren't talking to me. They weren't talking to me for a month. They were like, she's the show-off. She lived abroad, like she thinks she's, you know, better than us. And I'm just like, no, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like, can you just help me out? And after a month, they were like, Mon, but like, are you gonna tell us why did you come back? And I'm like, I just, you know, it wasn't aligned anymore. Like, I spent 6 years, but it's a long time. And I don't know if you're familiar with Malta, but Malta is a size of Brno. And if you live 6 years in Brno, I mean, I used to live 6 years in Brno as well before I moved to Malta. I know what I'm talking about. I love Brno and I love Malta, but man, it's small. And then like, at some point you're just like, nah, I need to move on, you know. And I don't know, maybe it's a Czech thing that people don't understand, that there doesn't have to be a massive reason, like something horrible has to happen so that you move somewhere. But no one believes me. No one believes me, and everyone is waiting for the final reveal, you know. There's no reveal, man. It was just boring. I needed a change, and that's why I'm here. So anyway, I came back and I'm like, okay, now I need to find some friends. Like, I just got to the space where I feel comfortable enough, because I, you know, as maybe you understand, went through different stages of being in a survival mode, trying to find a job and a place to live and all that. And now I feel comfortable enough. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to find friends? And it's difficult to find friends when you're an adult. And I actually wrote an article about it when I was in Malta. How to find friends in Malta. So I'm like, I might as well just get inspired by my own article. And I'm like, how am I going to get new friends in Czech? So one tip was, go and find people who are interested in similar things, right? Like, they're interested in similar activities. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? You know, I'm really bad at Czech, I'm really bad at English because I'm forgetting a lot of things, but I'm gonna go to an English class. And so I went. And it was really nice at the beginning, you know, like we're all talking, I'm trying to make friends. And it didn't really work out exactly as I wanted it, because I feel like I just went too friendly, like it wasn't the place to be, you know, and because I was so excited, like I started handing out some business cards. I'm like, guys, just like if you like me, you know, like let me know, there's my business card. I just got it in my work, and I'm like so excited. They even put like a wrong phone number on the business card, like they put my own personal number on it, not the work, like not the work phone. So I'm like, might as well just use it because I'm gonna throw them. So like, you know, just call me. And it didn't work very smoothly. So I'm like, okay, that wasn't my place anyway. Don't worry, that's fine. Just do another thing. So I went to another doctor because I needed another checkup. Because, you know, I'm getting older, like. And he said, okay, do you do any sports? Because I have this problem in here, like in my spine or whatever. And I said, yeah, I do yoga sometimes. He said, why don't you go to a yoga class to make friends? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I was just imagining, you know, like, how the hell am I gonna do that? Like, I'm gonna be trying to stretch, be like, hey, wanna make friends? You know? Like me? And I'm like, no. And on top of that, you guys, I need to tell you, so I'm a Virgo, and I like to be effective, right? So I'm thinking, I can't do this because I would have to ask every single person. I would have to go to like 10 yoga classes to, you know, try to be like, you want to make friends? And then, you know, it might be a disaster. So I'm like, no, I have to hit a lot of people. How am I gonna do that? And I'm like, a stand-up comedy show. It's my place. And I did one in Malta. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. And actually it worked. I did one in Malta a few years ago. It was a challenge. It was a bet. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then I got drunk and I got my period as well. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it on my period. And then it was too late to call it off. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And I did that. But it was so amazing, you guys. Like, I couldn't stop talking. Maybe you realized, like, I'm really... yeah, she's timing me, it's fine, don't worry. But it was amazing because, like, you know, I finished off. I didn't even tell them, like, I'm lonely. I wasn't at that time. But somehow, like, I finished and people were like, thanks so much, it was so fun. And, like, especially the men were like, thanks so much, it was so enlightening, you know? Like, we didn't know what you're going through. And I'm like, yeah, good. And I made friends. So I'm like, okay. Maybe that's the way. So this is why I'm here today. My question is, raise your hands who want to make friends. Nice, not bad, thanks. The other question is, where were you last week when I needed your help moving some furniture? Right, don't worry. I'm just joking, it's tomorrow. I'll send you the dates. Okay.
It's just mutual. I also need to settle my stuff, so it's just mutual. I can help.
Oh, okay. We'll speak afterwards. I like red wine. I'm gonna be at the bar. Yeah. And now I just realized, one more thing, not very funny, but like, you know, when I was trying to make friends, and maybe some of you like know this stuff, I also went to Tinder, right? Because like Tinder is like the largest friendship application in the world. I spent like 3 days trying to find friends. It didn't work. I'm wondering why. Like, I really have no clue. Like, everyone matched. 150 fucking matches. Whoa. No one messaged. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So yeah, that's about it. That's it. Meet me at the bar. Invite me for a drink, you know, and all that. And also I'm single, so like, thank you.